In April 2010, the late Roger Ebert wrote an article on video games and how video games can never be art. He set off a firestorm of controversy. People mentioned games such as Braid or Flower to try and change Ebert's mind, but he was not convinced. In some ways, he may have a point. Take League of Legends, for example. Arguably the most popular game in the world right now. And yet, can League of Legends really be called a great work of art? Relax. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying I don't have a clear answer. Roger Ebert argued that you play a video game to win it, not to experience it as an art form. Art cannot be won. He also said that no one has ever been able to cite a game worthy of comparison with the great poets, filmmakers, and novelists. Needless to say, the gaming community did not take to his comments kindly. Now look, when it comes to art, Mr. Ebert knows what he's talking about. I mean, the man won a goddamn Pulitzer Prize for film criticism. He's got a right to an opinion. Still, it raises an obvious question. What is art? Although Roger Ebert did not really provide a clear answer, what we can do is look at Roger's most treasured films in order to find an answer. One film in particular. Ebert considered 1941's Citizen Kane to be the greatest film ever made. Citizen Kane is a labyrinth of a film. It attempts to understand a man and his life through fragments of memories. Ebert felt that the film was one of a kind in its approach and a great work of art, and wrote and spoke about it at some length. Roger Ebert passed away of thyroid cancer in 2013. May he rest in peace. Ebert spent his whole life writing and speaking on film as works of art that he loved, and the way that they commented on the human experience and the way that they changed and affected his life deeply. Movies established themselves as a legitimate art form long ago, perhaps the greatest art form of the 20th century. And paintings have been considered great art for many centuries, but this still leaves us with the issue of whether a video game can ever be art. I think what Roger Ebert and many other critics are ultimately getting at is that art is both an experience and an indescribable feeling. It's almost telepathic, and above all, it makes us feel a certain way. All great works of art have this quality. When we start talking about video games as an art form, there is a game that I feel eclipses all others. A game that may be as great a work of art as any motion picture and any painting, and whose artistic vision has perhaps never been surpassed. Silent Hill 2. Released in 2001, Silent Hill 2 is a survival horror video game developed by Team Silent, an incredibly talented group of individuals. Silent Hill 2 centers on James Sunderland, a man who receives a letter from his dead wife and arrives at the town of Silent Hill. To tell you anything more would be to rob you of an unforgettable gaming experience. Silent Hill 2 was a smash hit in the gaming market, and perhaps unexpectedly for a video game, received nearly universal critical acclaim. It's not hard to see why. Peeling away layer after layer of meaning, as an experience, it seems to almost surpass understanding. It's rich in symbolism, both when it comes to the game's monsters and even the town itself. It managed to reach a place inside of me that few other experiences in my life have. Groundbreaking in terms of addressing taboo subjects, it touched on the ugliest aspects of the human experience. Abuse, murder, assault, depression, mental illness. Yet it also touches on the most beautiful parts of being human. And in my heart, I'd like to believe that Silent Hill 2 is ultimately a story of at least the possibility of redemption. The truly unfortunate thing is that I can't analyze Silent Hill 2 in too much detail without spoilers, which would be a shame, as this is a game that should be played with as little knowledge of the plot as possible. All I can tell you is that there is a lot more to this video game than meets the eye, and if anything I've said or shown in this video caught your interest, you owe it to yourself to put aside a night or two, buy Silent Hill 2, turn off the lights, and immerse yourself in the haunting atmosphere of this unforgettable town. I decided not to do a playthrough of Silent Hill 2 on this channel for two reasons. First, the game is not really about its gameplay per se. It is an immersive experience, but it wouldn't lend itself very well to a let's play playthrough video. The second reason is that it's quite a personal experience for me, and it wouldn't feel right to chat through this game as I play it. I'd rather play it in silence. Nearly 2 decades after its release, Silent Hill 2 is many things to many people. Silent Hill 2 is a horror story, but Silent Hill 2 is also a love story. Silent Hill 2 is depression. Silent Hill 2 is monsters with hidden faces. Silent Hill 2 is nostalgia. Silent Hill 2 is heartbreak. Silent Hill 2 is regret and guilt and hope. You know, I think Roger Ebert and many other critics probably would change their mind about video games being art eventually. Roger Ebert was always an unusually intelligent and intuitive critic, and open to new art forms. I guess we'll never know for sure, but what I do know is that if I could make him play one video game that even he could not help but call art, it would be, without a doubt, Silent Hill 2. Everyone, this is Retro Player 89. Thank you so much for watching my video, and please hit like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any thoughts on the video, and I will see you guys next time.